Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 35th chapter of El Filibusterismo, or The Reign of Greed, written by Dr. José Rizal, titled The Fiesta. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. At 7 in the evening, guests began arriving at Captain Tiago's house for the grand banquet celebrating the newlyweds. From ordinary people to high-ranking officials, Don Timoteo warmly welcomed everyone. Among the attendees were the newlyweds, Doña Victorina, and the priests Padre Salvi and Padre Irene. However, the general had not yet arrived. Inside the house, there was some chatter and mild tension regarding the wall decorations and the wait for the general. When the general finally arrived, Don Timoteo's worries disappeared. Outside the house, Basilio was watching the guests arrive. He was anxious about what might happen and thought of warning the people inside. But when he saw Padre Salvi and Padre Irene, he changed his mind. Basilio also saw Simone carrying the lamp, which seemed suspicious. He sensed hesitation in Simon's demeanor as he headed to the banquet. After briefly speaking with the general and other guests, Simone disappeared from Basilio's view. Basilio wanted to save the people inside, but was stopped by the guards because of his appearance. Simone gave orders for the guards to leave for Escolta and hurry. As Basilio was leaving, he saw Isagani and urged him to get away. He explained the danger of the lamp and pulled Isagani with him. Inside the house, the guests noticed a piece of paper with the words Mayan Thossil Fares and the signature of Juan Crisostomo Ibarra. Everyone was shocked, especially Padre Salvi. The captain general wanted to call the guards, but there were none he recognized, only unfamiliar servants. He ordered everyone to continue eating and ignore the prank. Don Custodio interpreted the note, saying it meant they would all be killed that night. Fear gripped the guests and someone suggested their food might be poisoned. Suddenly, a shadowy figure grabbed the lamp, threw it into the river, and then jumped in after it. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. A grand banquet took place at Don Timoteo Pelaez's house, attended by guests from different social classes, including officials, businessmen, and priests like Padre Salvi and Padre Irene. The house decorations and wall chromolithographs were topics of discussion among the guests. The focus also shifted to the newlyweds, with Paulita's beauty and Juanito's character becoming points of interest. Outside, Basilio observed the events and debated whether to warn the people inside about the impending danger. But his anger and past experiences held him back, especially when he saw Padre Salvi and Padre Irene. Simone arrived carrying the lamp containing dynamite and placed it inside the house as part of his revenge plan. Basilio grew more fearful but left the scene due to his hesitations. During the banquet, Isagani suddenly took the lamp and threw it into the river, saving Paulita and the guests from certain death. This daring act caused chaos and confusion among the attendees. Important characters: Don Timoteo Pelaez, Juanito's father and the host of the banquet. He organized the lavish event to celebrate his son's wedding to Paulita Gomez. Juanito Pelaez, the groom and Don Timoteo's son, criticized by the guests for his appearance and personality. Paulita Gomez, the bride, admired for her beauty and seen as a symbol of wealth and prestige for Juanito. Simone, the jeweler who carried out his revenge by bringing a lamp filled with dynamite to the banquet. He was the mastermind behind the looming danger. Basilio, a student watching from outside, torn between his desire to save the guests and his anger over past injustices. Isagani, Paulita's former lover, who, despite his heartbreak, risked his life to save the guests by throwing the lamp into the river. Padre Salvi, a priest present at the banquet shocked by the note bearing the signature of Juan Crisostomo Ibarra. Padre Irene, another priest at the banquet who commented on the unfolding events. Captain General, the highest-ranking official at the banquet who became alarmed by the events during the celebration. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The setting of this chapter is at Captain Tiago's house, where the banquet for the newlyweds took place. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. Excessive power and wealth do not guarantee safety. True danger can come from within the celebrations and places we think are secure. Forgiveness and restraint are important, but personal anger and revenge can overshadow kindness, leading to harm not just for enemies, but also for innocent people. Love and sacrifice can push a person to act selflessly, as seen in Isagani's decision to save the guests, even at great risk to himself. And that concludes the 35th chapter of El Filibusterismo, titled The Fiesta. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.